Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. We back. What's good? Prophet, what up? My man from Baltimore. I don't know why it looked kind of crazy choppy. What is good with that? Hold on. It's looking choppy. What? Man, YouTube be playing with the kid, bro. I don't know why it's looking choppy. Man, we're gonna talk about this clout chasing in boxing. Just wait for these notifications to go out. Hold on. Y'all hear me? We recording? Oh, my man, sir. Shout out to my dude from Chicago. We up in here. You know, I had to rock a little bit of the hot pink for LJ. LJ, she said she liked the pink, so we had to rock with the pink. We had to rock the pink for LJ. I'm on my cam flow. Man, them noodles is noodles. I doodle with poodles. See, I'm on my cam flow. Listen. I got the cam pink. Listen. I said, them noodles is noodles. That's oodles of noodles. I doodle with poodles. I doodle with poodle. Killer. Oh, my gosh, bro. Bars. I'm the kid with the mother pearl delivery and oyster bars. Listen. I'm on my cam shit. I said, that's noodles and noodles. That's oodles and noodles. I doodle with poodles. Oh, my God, bro. I doodle with poodles. My shooters, they shooting. Look, he got. Listen, shout out to Prince Savage. My shooters is shooting from rooter to tutor. I tutor the tutor and neuter the student. Oh, my God, bro. Come on, bro. Block him. This is going to be the worst year for old media. Mark my words. This is going to be this is the old media burial. I boost with the boosters. That's what I'm talking about. That's from shooter to shooter. Man, we get them computers putin'. Looks like a background, one of them 6ix9ine music videos. Man, I'm the new 6ix9ine. Nah, never mind. I ain't going to claim. That man snitched on the whole crew. I ain't snitched. Never mind. I take that back. Shout out to my man Nova Life. Man, why looking like I'm in virtuosity and shit? Man, YouTube tripping, bro. My internet is so fast, and they got me looking all choppy and shit. They got me looking like Usher. You got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up. Why they got me looking crazy? They got me looking like Usher, baby. You got it bad. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. Oh, bro. When you say that you love him, you don't even know. Can you shut up, block him. That was just stupid. We're going to get you out here. Bang, bang. Listen. The prodigal son has returned. When they hate, donate. This is going to be a lucrative year. This is going to be a great year. How you going to come to my live stream and tell me to shut the F up? Does that make any sense to anybody? Does that make any sense to anybody? You come to my live stream and tell me to stop talking? What am I supposed to be, a mime? Like, what am I supposed to be doing on this? Is a boxing ego, not boxing we go. We don't go, no, this is my show. They want me to be silent Charlie Chaplin on my own videos. You see how they try to do me? Man, I get computers putin'. I tutor the student. I neuter the man. Come on, they know what it is. Killer. Cash out the sweat socks. Check the sweat box. There's a knot in there the size of an Xbox. Y'all cats bet not. Headshot, lead pop. Your chicks Betty and Wilma make that bedrock. Killer, oh my, I'm the new killer. Listen, I said your chicks Betty and Wilma make that bedrock. I let that lead pop. Headshot, red dot. Oh my gosh, bro. Come on. I'm the new killer, Cameron. It's killer season. We gonna kill all your. I promise you. Why are they so mad, bro? Hey, Ego, who else is fighting? Oh, shout out to Prophet. Someone said the mime Ego. Y'all better stop. Hold on. Shout out to my boy Prophet. He said, who else got a fight on? Conor McGregor. Order that Conor McGregor, UFC 257. I know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is that? Bro, so Conor McGregor's fighting this weekend. Dustin Poirier part 2. Hold on. As far as boxing, y'all got to check this. Hold on. Listen, y'all. Man, I tutored a student. Hey, wait, hold on. They got me tripping. Hold on. Somebody said KKK. I ain't even, your name got KKK in it. You out of here, bro. Get Clayton Bigsby out of here. God damn, I smell. Yeah. They kicked Trump out the office. Breathing up all the white. Bro, you put K. Bro, he put KKK in his name, and he thought he was going to stay here. Get Clayton Bigsby out of here, bro. He said, you breathing up all the white man's hair. They think they're the best dancers. You know how I could tell motherfuckers be racist? Hold on, Joe. Man, my stuff. Hold on. We having technical difficulties. I can't open up no music. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how to tell if somebody racist and they a bigot. Man, what the hell? Oh, they bugging. Hold on. Listen. What the hell? Hold on. Why they doing this right now? Man, smash the like button. Hold on. I'm trying to get some music, but I'm not finna do all this. I ain't even expect all this. Hey, he came back. Block him. Block him. All right. Oh, shit. Man, we having technical. Hold on. I got Apple Music and all types of stuff open up. What? Hey, they tripping. Hold on. We should be good now. My bad. Players fuck up too. All right. Y'all with me? I just like a little something in the back. You know what I mean? A little something. Block the ADHD. We gonna get you out of here too. Bro, I think you the next person to get blocked. Block him. Get him out of here too. That's what I'm talking about. Bro, get him out of here. The dude BLK, get him out of here too. It must be troll day today. We got they in here thick. He said the inauguration brought out all the free. I don't know what it is. Like, I ain't even barely said a couple words. They tripping already. Y'all see that? Block. Yeah, man. Get these Clayton Bigsby's out of here and stuff. Damn you thick boy. Man, come on, bro. Get him out of here too. Get him out of here. You notice all these dudes never, when I'm in the physical, you notice they don't come to me talking crazy. Ego, you dumb ape. That's what's up. Block him too. Hey, hold on. What is YouTube sitting? Hold on. Who is Skyline King? Hey, what? Hold on. What's happening, bro? They sent. Hold on. What's the title of this video, bro? Block Skyline King. Hold on. We gotta get this. Shooters, y'all got work to do. Man, hold on. It's like every comment though. It's like every comment is some trolls. Hold on. That's how you know my stuff be jumping. Wow. I'm the GOAT. They sending their whole squad. They sending the Foot Clan, Bebop, and Rocksteady. Man. My boy Prophet said, I got to get my laptop out for this. Man, what's good? What's going on? I ain't even barely said nothing. Man, they mad Trump got out the office or something. Listen, get these Clayton Bigsby's out of here. You know how you can tell when someone racist? They be saying them like nicknames and stuff. You know when they had them nicknames and the nickname just sound wild racist? Do you understand what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I mean? When they call you a nickname and it just sound racist, like you don't, what are you Jabberwockies doing? Like, what you mean Jabberwocky? Who you calling a Jabberwocky? What does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? What are you Jabberwockies doing? Like, why I got to be a Jabberwocky? You just go into the store and stuff. What are you Jabberwockies doing? Yeah, you get out of my store, you jungle rabbit. Like, what is a jungle rabbit? Like, come on, bro. We know you on that. You on that stuff. You talking about jungle rabbits and all that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He said, woo, y'all funny. My boy David said they storm in the comment section like Capitol Hill. Yeah, YouTube they gotta have some kind of filtration system. These dudes is coming crazy. Anywho, let's talk about the clout chasing in boxing. Yeah, YouTube is definitely lacking with that. They were sending the whole squid on. Oh, hold on. Shout out to Prophet. Conor McGregor, Rolly, am I missing anyone? Yeah, Showtime got a card. Check out that boy, Vic Pasillas. He's fighting Aleem, who I seen on the PBC card, and he did pretty good. But that boy, Vic Pasillas, he from the streets of L.A. He can fight. From what I've seen, he can fight. That should be a fun fight. That's a fun fight. That's a fun one. And then they say Boots Ennis is coming back with Sergey Lipinets. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Listen, they want to hate, but the money keep coming in. Shout out to Kenya B. Ego keep giving them a reason to hate. We behind you. Appreciate you. It's just my channel. You notice I be having the most trolls and whatever. Whatever. Eddie, what's up? Yeah, check for that Vic Pasillas and then holler at me. Watch him fight and then holler at me. You know what I mean? He could scrap. He came out like on some Pacquiao hype, like throwing hella punches. Bop, 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 bop. I'm really mad that I really want to start this stream over. On a scale of 0 to 10, how laggy is it looking? Because on my side, it looked like it's lagging like crazy, and I have no idea why. But the money keep coming in. I hope Conor loses so it'll take the flair out of a potential Pacquiao fight. Damn. I ain't even mad at the Conor Pacquiao fight. Man, I don't know what's they tripping. It's not lagging on y'all side. It look like it's lagging, bro. It look like when you do the YouTube like as often as me, you get to see. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is hating right now. But let's talk about this clout chasing in boxing. Man, I've been in the game for years. And we're entering a different dynasty or timepiece in the world of boxing. And part of it, I don't like it. That's the clout chase, clout baby dynasty. I am not a fan of this clout chase society. I can't, like, it's hard for me to it's hard for me to get with that. Like, see, when you pride yourself on being a real one, you know, maybe I'm the last of a dying breed, but when you pride yourself on being a real one, doing right by people, and, you know, just living by a certain creed and code, it's hard to accept certain forms of evolution in a negative way. Like, it's all about progression and maturation and, you know, maturing as you get older. But certain things I don't think are ever fashionable, like being a hater, clout chasing. You know, clout chasing is the same as what they used to say back in the day, a dick riding. You know what I'm saying? It's the same type of thing. And that we're getting too much of it in boxing, bro. And it's so sad because this is such a beautiful sport. And at the end of the day, it's too much clout chasing. It's way too much. It's like a way it's ridiculous. Like, promoters, fighters, they're using other people's name, trying to hype people up over fights, and then the fight don't happen. Like, it's I'm not a fan of that. And I think it's lame. I think it's lame when people do that. Like, I don't know if it's the younger generation or what's the cause, but it's not just young people. It's, you know, you see promoters and different stuff doing it too. Bro, this lag is killing me, dog. Yo, what is that? Like, hold on. Bro, this lag shit is killing me. I have no idea what. There is like literally no reason on my end that there should be any lag, which is crazy. And we haven't had this problem since we got the new computer. This has to be YouTube, bro. Because I close every single window. Hold on 1 second, yo. I'm closing like every single window that's open. So I know it ain't me. It looks like it's I don't know. It looks like it's better now. Yeah. See? I'm a perfectionist. I'm sorry. I'm a perfectionist. It's like little stuff, and I know it's not on my end, but I'm looking at it now, and it looks way better. On my side, it looks better. Like, look, bah, bah, bah. Look, like before, it was making me look all crazy, and it's distracting. Shout out to my boy, Sir. Now we could get busy. All right, now we could get busy. Man, that was killing me. My bad, y'all. So anyway, we live in such a clout chase society where it's just annoying, man. It's annoying. Ryan Garcia, we'll start with him. I like what he's doing. I like the movement. You know, I think he means well. But let's be real. Ryan Garcia literally just told TMZ, listen, when you start hearing other people repeat the same points that I've made, just know where they come from. Just know where they come from. Because the whole world of boxing be listening to my videos, fighters, trainers, promoters, fans, etc. And then I make it a point to be my own individual personality. Say things that other people aren't willing to say, that they want to sweep under the rug. And then once I make it fashionable by revealing these truths, you start seeing other people, and then that becomes their narrative. And then they start passing it like this is something that they thought of. So that's all I ask from you guys is once you start hearing people use my talking points, just run me my credit. Run me my credit. So the worst thing that people fail to remember is the most dangerous thing in this world is a camera and a microphone. And I have both. I have a lot of cameras and a lot of microphones. And I have made it my business to cover the sport of boxing. And if I might say so myself, I feel like I do a great job. You know, I feel like I do a great job getting the information out, saying my piece, keeping it pushing, having fun with it in the process. So I said that to say this. I distinctly remember Ryan Garcia, and I did a video about this. He did an interview with TMZ, I believe it was, and he said, this is not ego. This is Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia says something to the effect, and this is very close to verbatim what he said. This is not I'm not going to read the whole quote and pull it up, but this is very close to what he said. Ryan said, if Gervonta Davis does not fight me next, then he has lost all credibility. He told TMZ this. He says, everybody wants this fight. I'm fighting you next. Gervonta, if you choose to not fight me, you will never be remembered. You will never be revered as a great fighter. This is what Ryan said out his own mouth to TMZ. He said, nobody will remember you. Let's TiVo this. We're going to fast forward to yesterday. Then yesterday, he did an interview with Jalen and Jacoby on ESPN, and he said he got a bigger fight than Gervonta, but he can't reveal who it is right now. So he says, I want to fight Tank still, but he got to wait because I have a bigger opportunity. Clout chasing. How can you just say to the world that if Tank don't fight you, then he's a coward and he'll never be remembered, but then be the same person? Like I said, when you see people start crafting and copying my talking points, know where they came from. And then when after you said all that stuff about fighting Tank and he'll never be remembered, you yourself, not Tank. Tank didn't come out and say, hey, I ain't fighting this man next. Ryan said, hey, I got something else lined up. What? So to me, that's clout chasing. What part of the game is that? What part of the game is that? That's just a real question. What part of the game is that? You said Tank will never be remembered if he doesn't fight you next. So you put it on thick. You put it on Robin Thicke. Pause. You put it on thick, saying he better fight you next. Won't wompty. But then you are also the person who is the cap detector proved that was a lie, because Ryan himself came out and just said, I got something else lined up, and this is what I'm going to do. Floyd won't put Tank in with the dangerous fighter. Block him. Once again, this is what they do. This is what the racists in old media try to do. Everything I just said was about an inconsistency with Ryan Garcia and statements he made before and after. Jimmy Crackcorn over here, brings up the black fighter and the black promoter, Floyd Mayweather, and somehow is trying to spin it and saying that Floyd will prevent Tank from fighting dangerous opponent, but has nothing to say about what I just said, which is the inconsistency from Mr. Garcia, a Mexican-American fighter. You see the games. Jimmy Crackcorn is obviously trying to deflect from the actual reality. Listen, I don't have a horse in the race. I'm telling you fact. If Gervonta said the inconsistent thing, then the video would be about Gervonta not staying true to his word. But Ryan is the one that put it on that thick. Ryan is the one that said, you can never show your face again or you'll never be remembered. And Jimmy Crackcorn over here disregarded everything I just said to say the black fighter and the black promoter, Floyd Mayweather, basically are ducking. Like, come on, bro. I told you. The black channels. Yeah, block the dude that said he hate Mexicans. I don't know what you trying to do, but you're out of here. We don't tolerate racism in any form. Get him out of there. he trying to incite and these dudes is stupid, bro. They trying to see if I encourage racism. That's what they trying to do. I'm telling you, I've been in the game. That's what that was. He was going in on Mexican fighters. If you've seen the comment that just got deleted, great job by Prince Savage and my shooters, because he was trying to incite and get other people to say racist things so it would rectify or even the score or whatever to make it look like we're all here just racist or something. Come on, bro. They trying to incite. Yeah, they on their Trump insurrection vibes. Like what? Nobody said all that. You said that. That's how you feel. Get out of here. We don't need that. Anywho, Ryan Garcia, his statement was inconsistent. He said Tank better fight me next. If he don't, he's puss, basically. And he will never be remembered. But then Ryan Garcia is also the same fighter that said, I got some other work to finish first. So, at the end of the day, who predicted this? Your man's Ego Stradamus. Listen, y'all really let me get paid the big bucks to just keep being right, kick out boxing content, and have a ball. Like, this is getting hilarious. As much as they hate the message, they can't dispute the message. This is becoming legendary. I am legend like I'm Will Smith. Fred! That better be you. Say something, Fred. I am legend like I'm Will Smith. Listen, y'all let me come up here, rob the bank. They get mad with what I'm saying, but they can't dispute what I'm saying. I hate this guy's channel. I would have got away with it if it weren't for mangy boxing ego. What? So I'm just bringing up what Ryan said. You can't. Even Ryan. Where you gonna get mad at me for some? You said. what part of the game is that? So I speak the truth. Angel Garcia voice. I speak the truth. Don't talk about, oh gosh, darn, Luca Mati. You talk about Danny, champ of the world. Talk about Philly. Bro, I'm on that Angel Garcia vibes. I promise you. I speak the truth. So, to me, that's a bad look. Ryan Garcia did a bunch of woofing. That's what we say. Selling them wolf tickets. And now he's saying he's going in another direction, at least in the interim. That's what I'm talking about with the clout chase, bro. Teofimo. We got to talk about the boy Fimo. Again, another fighter that I like as a fighter. I like what he's doing. I even picked him to beat Lomachenko. Imagine that. See, and I gotta preface a couple of these things because for new followers, what they try to do is they try to paint me as this monger of hate, like I'm mad and angry at these fighters. I'm just telling you my piece. I get paid and I leave. It's that simple. I'm spitting the facts. I get my shillings, get my ducats, and then I'm out. And I live my life and work on other things. Teofimo, because they always say, oh, you're hating. Like, all right, bro. Listen, we live in such a weak, sissified gentrified society where telling the truth now becomes hating. So you can't dispute the facts that I'm saying, but I'm hating. If I wanted to hate, if I just woke up, if I'm just a cranky hater, the Grinch that stole boxing, then I would just make up a bunch of stuff like you do, like old media does. Like, remember when a DAZN reporter, Chris Mannix, said that Adrian Broner and Gervonta Davis got in a fist fight outside of Ryan Garcia's fight? That has never been corroborated or confirmed. That has never been corroborated. So I don't make stuff up. Ryan, I tell you oftentimes how to get back to the information, or I source it out in my content. Ryan said to TMZ the quote I just told you about Tank can't hold his head high and he'll never be remembered unless he fight me next. That's an actual quote from Ryan. So I give you the breadcrumbs to get back to it. Now let me get back to it. Bars. Listen, I give you the breadcrumbs so you could get back to it. So let me get back to it. That's that Hansel and Gretel flow. So, Teofimo, he said he sent 2 contracts on his IG Live. He said, we sent 1 contract to Devin and 1 contract to George Kambosos. Once again, your man, Igor Stradamus, said he fighting Kambosos. He fighting Kambo. You could go down that rabbit hole of getting hyped for a Devin fight and, oh, we sent a contract to Devin Haney. Oh, we did it. You can go down that rabbit hole, but I'm not. Boxing keeps playing the same games, and they wonder why people don't buy it, like myself. This is what I'm talking about. Why are people these days thinking social media followers translates to pay-per-view buys? They don't. Why do you think, Ego? I don't really care what people think, to be honest. I care what I think, and I don't really take in everybody's opinion. It's the internet, people always have an opinion. And I also don't think there's a direct correlation or causation to say it doesn't affect pay-per-view sales, or it does. Because Jake Paul, they said part of the Mike Tyson, Roy Jones success was a percentage of the fans were Jake Paul fans. So however they're able to determine that, or maybe they've seen spikes when Jake Paul and Nate Robinson was fighting, so there might be a correlation. I mean, it's not, I don't know if there's a direct correlation, like, hey, if you have an Instagram, because there's different ways to have Instagram following. You can hire a company and then they get you non-organic followers. So anyway, I don't really want to spend too much time talking about that because I don't really care what people think, to be honest. But back to Teofimo and Devin Haney. Teo said he was shooting two contracts. I immediately questioned that. How do you send 2 people, 2 different fighters, 2 different networks, 2 different managers, 2 different everything, 2 different skin color, or whatever? Everything was different. How do you send both of them contracts simultaneously? So what if Devin says, yes, I'll take it, and George Kambosos says, yes, I'll take it? Does that sound like it makes any business sense to anybody? Which is why I said it was cap. How do you send 2 fighters at the same time a contract, and not only send them, because you could do whatever you want. You can send, like, physically send it, but send it when you have if you did do that, then you at least have a preferred person in mind, like someone you're leaning towards. And I told you that was George Kambosos. Devin Haney also did interviews and said he never received a contract. So it looks like cap. The other thing is Teofimo and others in this current boxing game, they mobbing around. That's a Bay word. You know what I'm saying? We be mobbing. We be out here mobbing. You feel me? Bruh, you feel me? We be out here mobbing. But Teofimo and other fighters, they're mobbing and acting like they bossed up, and they're not really in control of their careers like Floyd Mayweather. But you see it's fashionable for everybody to move around like they Lil Floyd. You see what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying is this. Some fighters get to a certain point where they have some hearsay and, like, they have some control over their career and the decisions, like Canelo, Mayweather, I'm sure Miguel Cotto, things like that. But Teofimo, I mean, we got to be real, bro. Teofimo just less than a year ago, 5 months ago probably, 5 months ago, maybe less than that, was just arguing to get over $1 million. Bob Arum was on wax saying, hey, we offer what we offer. I'm not going to go bankrupt because Lopez feels he's worth more money. So if that whole situation played out and you're still in the same situation, then you're not an ultimate boss. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a boss if Bob Arum put that out. They offered you something you didn't like, and then you had to go back to the drawing board. So you're not the ultimate boss, and you don't have the ultimate say-so. That's just a fact, bro. That's just a fact. I seen Eddie Hearn was talking to the Fimo family, Teofimo Pops and him, and Eddie Hearn said something, and he's like, hey, you should have called me. Next time, call me. Why do you have Split T Management and Top Rank as a promotional company? He says it on camera if they supposed to call Senior. Come on, man. Like, it's like the presentation that people be given. And I know a lot of fighters, and I know people's personal situations, some of them. You know what I mean? But it's just, either way, as a true independent person, I don't have nobody hands in my pocket. It's just me and YouTube. My direct deal and income, full-time income, is derived from YouTube and Google, period. Like, I don't have, like, an agent or some MCN, multi-channel network or something. I don't have that. Like, every piece of money goes through me. Be it a super chat. It could be a 1 cent super chat. It go through me. Me and YouTube. A Cash App, that go directly to me. Zelle go directly to me. Directly into my bank account. It don't touch nobody else's hand. Just it's in there. Right? So there's different levels. There's different levels of control and creative control. And to me, I don't feel that Teofimo has as much creative control as maybe he leads on in his some of his interviews. And even if you did, then why are you paying Split T Management? Why are you paying a promoter if you control everything? You see what I'm saying? Because even the great Floyd Mayweather and Al Heyman, from what I understand, Al don't even be taking that much. You know what I'm saying? He don't take like what promoters take. He's not a promoter. He's an advisor. So his cut don't, like, I'm not saying he ain't getting paid. Obviously he's getting paid, but he don't be going crazy. Promoters they going to hit you. They going to hit you over the head with something. So anyway, back to the Devin situation. He said he sent 2 contracts. And then now on Twitter, he said, George Camboso said, oh, I got speed or something. And he says, be careful what you wish for. So everybody and their mama know that the likely next fight for Teofimo is what? George Camboso's, which is what it's always been. So it's just, that's the type of clout chasing that we're seeing in the sport of boxing. And the reason I have to lump it up and call it all clout chasing is because you're gallivanting around boxing and you really know a lot of this stuff is not going to happen. You know what I mean? And you're still playing that card. And another indication of this is if you listen to Bob Arum, Arum doesn't sound too fond and keen on even making a Devin Haney fight. So Teo, he's acting. Oh, okay. Explain this to me. If I'm wrong, which I know I'm not, but if I am, then explain this to me. How is Teofimo doing Instagram live interviews or whatever you call them, Instagram lives, and he says, I'm sending a contract to Devin. Devin say he never got it. And he said he's sending one to George Camboso. But then your actual promoter, Bob Arum, who's 88 years old and been in the business since Muhammad Ali days, he's saying Devin Haney ain't even an attraction. So what's wrong with that picture? Who's sending him this contract then? Who's sending him an official contract when your own promoter, who you've teamed up with, who pays you out, they're saying that Devin's not even an attraction like Ryan Garcia or Gervonta Davis. So who sent this contract, or who's planning? You're putting out information like that. Who's sending this contract, this alleged contract? This is what I'm talking about. That's why I say it's clout chasing, because if you're putting out information and you don't know if it's cool yet, that's like telling your friend that you could spend the night at his house over the weekend and you ain't even asked your parents. Remember that? You want to spend the night at your boy Marcus's house. He's having a couple people over. You a little kid and shit. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's going to be, and you making plans and stuff. And you ain't even asked your parents to see if they will approve it. So guess what? If your parents say no and they're in charge of you and they have to give their consent to have you stay the night at somebody else's house, guess what? Your ass ain't staying. So that's what a lot of these fighters are in, that position where no matter what you say, no matter what Ryan Garcia says, he has to pretty much get clearance from Oscar De La Hoya. Like him and his family, I'm sure they have some level of input. Same thing with Teofimo. But again, people are saying, hey, I'm spending the night at so-and-so's house, but they haven't even asked their parents yet. And it's, again, that's why I say it's clout chasing. What's the point of having a team and having people in your pockets if you don't need a team? Listen, let that sink in. What's the point of having a team and paying them, 20%, 30%, 10%, whatever, right? If you don't need a team. So if it's a team decision, then how are you going to go online and set up the standard and say, oh, we sending a contract right here to Devin, and then we go send the second one to George Camp? It don't make sense. Did you clear that with your team? Split T Management said that. Bob Arum said he down with that. You know what I'm saying? So is to me, it's a bad look, all this extra stuff. And then it never happens. I told you he wasn't fighting Devin Haney next. And although his next fight hasn't been announced, he just said, be careful what you wish for, Cambosos, on Twitter. So you be the judge. Listen, I want to be wrong. I'm praying that I'll be wrong. Because if I'm wrong, that means something good for boxing is about to happen. Because unfortunately, I'm telling you guys about stuff that I don't think will happen, or it's not necessarily what I want. It's just the reality that I see. He said he sent a contract through a Rocket lawyer, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's getting crazy, man. People saying they sending contract. Who'd you send it to? Who pinned up this contract when your own promoter is saying, yo, we don't even want to fight Haney? Like, your own promoter, Bob Arum, just did an interview, said, I don't put my fighters in with people that I don't think they can win. He also said Devin Haney is not an attraction. Devin Haney means very little, or something to this effect. So who's sending the contract when your own promoter doesn't sound like he's really even interested in a Devin Haney fight? And we know he's not interested because Lomachenko could have fought him, and that would have been a great fight. And they franchised Lomachenko. And Lomachenko's team, confirmed by the WBC on record, requested that. Top Rank, Lomachenko's team requested that he become a franchise champion, just like Canelo. So we know that they're not checking with splitting the bill, giving that opportunity to Devin on the off chance that he beats Teofimo. I'm not saying that's exactly what would happen. It's not a fight prediction, but that's a risk. Devin Haney is a good fighter. Top Rank knows that because they wanted to sign him. See, we just cutting the fat, people. We cutting the fat, getting to the fact. I said we cutting the fat and getting to the facts. It's the witness protection. Exactly. Yep, the NBF, no black fighters allowed list. Yeah, man. Like I said, there has to be some kind of official protocol. There has to be some type of official protocol. Like, okay, for example, see, in old media, they do interview with Teofimo. Ain't nobody ask him simple stuff. Simple stuff. He's on tape saying we're sending one contract to Devin Haney and another contract to George Kambosos. That's what he's saying. So who approved that? You know, what person approved that as the next step? Because the other thing that fighters be capping about is you have to understand the business of boxing that I've been in making money for years. The business of boxing, the end of the day, Bob Arum has the network deal. Teofimo Sr., they don't have a network deal with a network. They don't have the deal with ESPN owned by Disney. So if you're saying you're sending a contract and it don't sound like your own promoter who aligned the network deal, then what platform is this fight finna be on? Profit, I said that. He said, what if they both sign the contract? He gonna fight both of them? That's what I'm saying. It don't make sense. Because, okay, so you you send a George Kambosos, that's probably somewhere in Australia was what they're talking about, you know, try to get a crowd. So you have one contract to one dude and to fight in Australia, and then where's the venue for the Devin Haney fight? You just got another one, and if they both like the terms and send it back to you, then you got two signed contracts, and then now you can't honor one of them? Come on, bro. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. And that's what I'm saying. Fighters are overstepping that boundary. You don't have a network deal. So how could you even facilitate a Devin Haney fight without the buy-in of your people? Top rank Bob Arum. And everything Bob Arum is talking about is more George Kambosos. So it's easy to cut the fat and get straight to it and stop playing. You're not fighting Devin. Period. It's not happening. And again, if Top Rank was really interested in fighting Devin, they could have made Loma versus Devin. Great fight. Listen, I got a question. How come Top Rank and Old Media, they want to cross? Listen, I'm about to cook y'all. Top Rank and Old Media, they want to cross promotional like rivers and boundaries and push for Terrence Crawford, who has zero options outside of PBC fighters. Once again, goose egg, zero options. He doesn't have any real attractive options or whatever. So he's at the end of his rope with meaningful fights with Top Rank. Now they're trying to put this hard full court press that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence must happen. PBC must, screw the politics, make the fight. Right? Why isn't it the same energy for Teofimo and Devin Haney? Screw the politics. Who cares if one's with Eddie Hearn, who's worked with Top Rank recently? Who cares if one's with DAZN? Figure it out. Why is it only pertinent for Errol Spence and two black fighters to forget all the politics and sides of the street and lock horns and fight? Explain that to me. But it's not for Teofimo and Devin, and this would rectify and clarify who's the undisputed champion, and it would either remove Devin Haney out of the WBC picture, so that's one less belt, or he becomes undisputed if he beats Teofimo. So it would provide total and complete clarity to the franchise mess that the WBC made. So why is it only pressing that a Top Rank fighter, Terrence Crawford, a black fighter, fights another black fighter on PBC and puts all the politics aside. But the same energy put the politics aside to make Devin Haney and Teofimo. How come? What's the difference? Please tell me. Shout out to Prophet. Man, we on you. Crazy when the mandatories are good fights, they get ignored. But when it's a nobody, they quick to jump on it. Things that make you say, exactly. Stop playing with us, bro. We not stupid. Charlo was the mandatory for Triple G. Great fight. Doesn't happen. Derevyanchenko, after Canelo failed a drug test, was Triple G's mandatory. Great fight. Derevyanchenko was undefeated because he hadn't yet lost to Danny Jacobs. So Triple G, if he was really about that, oh, hey, no, guys, he could have been the one to take Derevyanchenko's O and fight Derevyanchenko when he was undefeated. But he chose not to. He chose to fight Vanes Martirosyan off a 2-year layoff and move him up in weight. Canelo's mandatory was Charlo. Oh, nope, he's the franchise champion. Doesn't happen. But Triple G could fight Camille Sesmeta with 5 knockouts, a fight nobody asked for. Canelo could fight Average Pilgrim or whatever in Miami, which makes no sense. So you have a fighter who hails from Mexico fighting a guy out of Turkey with some crowd in Miami that nobody knows. Man, come on. Don't see, that's what I'm saying. You gonna stop playing with me in this boxing game. You gonna stop it, I promise you. We see the games. We see the games. All these weak-ass mandatories get made no problem. You get made no problem. Everything's hunky-dory, minimal arguing gets negotiated. But when it's an actual mandatory that's worth a damn, we can't see it. Like Charlo getting the opportunity versus Triple G. And this is how they try to pigeonhole black fighters primarily in America. Because they'll say Jermall Charlo don't have enough bodies or enough resume names, but then they'll also play prevent defense to make sure that Charlo doesn't get a Canelo, Charlo doesn't get Golovkin. So why are some of the same people so hesitant to see Charlo fight against Triple G or Canelo when he was the mandatory, but another black fighter, Demetrius Andrade, they all for that? Why are you only okay with Charlo fighting Danny Jacobs, a black fighter, or Charlo fighting Demetrius Andrade, a black fighter? Why is that suit your fancy? Only those fights. But then when we want to see Triple G versus Charlo or Andrade or Charlo versus Canelo, then those fights, you're like, no, only the blacks. They try to segregate black murderers, bro. You see it. Triple G Charlo would be awesome. Exactly. It would be a great stylistic fight. They both got great jabs. They both have power. Triple G is probably a little shorter, but Triple G is still like 5'10" and a half. But they have no – listen, you notice a lot of the racists and bigots in old media, they have no problem with a Mexican fighter, Jaime Munguia, who hails from Mexico, doing whatever he's done in his career and getting a Triple G fight. That's who he's in negotiations with right now. They're not saying, oh, what has Jaime done? What's his best name? Who is he beat? They're not doing that. But when it comes to Andrade or Charlo fighting against Triple G, that's all you heard nonstop. Oh, what has Andrade done? Who is Charlo beat? His resume is not good enough. So Jaime Munguia has a better resume than Charlo? He just moved to 160. How he get the opportunity? Things that make you go, Y'all know what it is, man. Stop playing with me. So all of a sudden, Jaime Munguia, he don't have to go through no gauntlet. He don't have to. And the funny thing is this. Munguia is actually Demetrius Andrade's mandatory with the WBO at 160. Munguia is the mandatory. So he can bypass a black fighter, right? He could bypass the black fighter, that he's the mandatory for, just like Ryan Garcia can bypass a black fighter in Devin Haney and fight whoever he's talking about fighting next, right? What part of the game is that? What part of the game is that where you become a mandatory that y'all love so much? When Canelo wants to fight a goddamn average pilgrim, y'all say, oh, it's his mandatory. It's his mandatory. It's the mandatory. So y'all like mandatories. Y'all like mandatories so much. But then all of a sudden that changes. all that's out the window. Guess what? Ryan Garcia is the mandatory for a black fighter, Devin Haney. Jaime Munguia out of Mexico is the mandatory for a black fighter, Demetrius Andrade. But now all of a sudden nobody like mandatories no more. But y'all like Canelo. Oh, come on. Canelo has to fight average pilgrim. It's his mandatory. Y'all like that. Y'all like that. I know you like that. Bro, let's go, champ. Champ. I know you like that. Now all of a sudden, y'all don't like mandatories no more. Man, come on, bro. You know what it is. And like I said, you can dislike what I'm saying, but you can't disprove. Jaime Munguia is Andre's mandatory. You'll nonstop hear the same racists saying Andre's resume sucks, but they're not encouraging Jaime Munguia to put in the mandatory to fight him. I'll take that a step further. They're also saying Golovkin might fight Jaime Munguia next. They're also not saying, hey, Munguia, what have you done? You just got to 160, and your best win is Toriano Johnson. He don't have to do nothing extra, but let it be a black fighter like Charlo. He got to fight Jacobs first. He got to fight Andre first. He got to fight Korobov again. He got to do something. He can't get that Willy Wonka gold ticket. You know what I mean? He said they put the black fighters on the island. I know. We see it. Good luck with that 2021. Good luck. It's a modern day black murderers row. That's what they trying to do. You know, I seen some stupid shit from the WBC too, bro. Listen. We on fire? Listen. Like it's the same stuff. It's the same stuff. So, peep this. WBC, instead of doing what was right and saying, hey, Derek James, you a bad man. You a bad man. You trainer of the year. Look what they did. Bro, they put a picture of Eddie Reynoso, Canelo's trainer, above him, and I guess they both trainers of the year. You see that? So, listen, it's going to be ugly. 2021 is going to be ugly for a lot of y'all. So the WBC, what is that? So this is how black fighters and black people are constantly marginalized in this society in America. If you have an end of the year awards, why are we bending the rules and changing and having two trainers? Like, I promise you, when Freddie Roach was 7-time trainer of the year, 10-time or whatever he is, there was nobody else that was the trainer of the year. So all the great years he did work with Cotto's and Manny Pacquiao's and Zhao Shiming or whoever got him the trainer of the year. I promise you, when it was a white man, he was the trainer of the year by himself. But then now Derek James got a shared trainer of the year 2020 with Canelo trainer. Instead of just saying, hey, you know, Eddie Reynoso, if y'all have a big year in 2021, maybe you'll get it this year. Listen, I have no problem. Eddie Reynoso, he is a good trainer. He's a good trainer. But come on, bro. This is also what we've seen on ESPN's pound for pound list. They said number 10, a tie. Gervonta Davis and Triple G. Why the fuck is it a tie? So you couldn't just put a black fighter on the list with no provisions, no clauses, nothing. Why is Triple G Tank looking like a maniac and a monster? Triple G looking horrible. So how is it a tie? You see what I'm saying? You only see this stuff when it's black people, black fighters. I promise you. I promise you. You only see it. Why is Tank got a tie with Triple G? What he did. What he did to even be on the pound for pound list right now. What did Eddie Reynoso do last year that he got to share the honors? And then you put his picture on the graphic above Derrick James. All that stuff, it seems subtle, but whoever did the graphic, that's probably the direction they're being given. Bro, Canelo fought one time last year. One time. And it was against Caleb Smith, and they said he got 4 weeks training. How does that compare to Jermell Charlo, who did look like Rosario, who was extremely dangerous, stopped J-Rock at home, and it looked like he was giving birth on the mat, and he stopped him with a body shot. Errol Spence flew through a car, came back, took tough opposition that people said if he not the same post-accident, he getting slept by Danny Garcia. And then Derrick James had great corner work. He said he mentally spent some time with Errol because they couldn't spar. Errol couldn't even spar until like August, and his fight was in December. As two unified champs. It don't matter nothing else he did. That's two unified champs in dangerous fights. How Eddie Reynoso get it? For what? Luis Nitty, Frankie Sanchez, small fights that they had. I don't think he even did a fight with Andy Ruiz. So what did he get it? Because of Canelo and Caleb Smith in December, the last month of the year? A fight that we already knew was going to happen? Man, come on, bro. Come on, man. Listen, and when it's a black fighter, they don't want to respect it, but I promise you I'm going to make you respect it. I'm going to make you call me pretty. Jermall Charlo and Jermell fought on the same card. Jermell fought a unified champion, Rosario. A unified, meaning he had more than one belt. And he stopped him in a competitive fight. Canelo's fight, it was the Canelo show. There was no competitive moments. Caleb Smith, his arms was looking like Hellboy. He getting punched in the arm. He didn't do nothing. You know what I mean? Errol Spence came from an accident, which you have to factor in, and dominated Danny Garcia in a way we have never seen. Derrick James deserves Trainer of the Year 2020 by himself. Why should he have to share the honor with Eddie Reynoso? Listen, again, this is not to bash Eddie Reynoso. He's a trainer I respect. But once again, why do you have to share the honors with somebody? That's the WBC. And he said Luis Nitty failed a drug test. And so did Canelo. You know? This is what I'm talking about. This is the faulty stuff. How Derrick James, Errol, and Jermell didn't fail no drug test. His stable didn't fail no drug test that I know of. His high-profile people. You know what I mean? So, like, what gives? Why would the WBC make them both Trainer of the Year? Why? That's like, imagine the Academy Awards, the Oscars. That's like Denzel Washington doing one of his epic roles, Training Day, Malcolm X, Reuben Hurricane Carter, and the Academy knows that Denzel Washington killed it. Every single fan of a movie buff, they know Denzel deserves the Oscar that particular year. But to not just let the black man shine or the black actor shine and rightfully get that Oscar, they say, oh, we're giving it to Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington. We got a double Academy Award. Man, why? Why? Like, either Denzel killed his role, and it's not to say the other person didn't kill their role, but who won? Like, who is more convincing in their role? What was a better film and the better, like, depiction of the character? You know, you just gonna give Russell Crowe and Denzel both best actor for that particular year. Come on, bro. Come on, man. and it also takes away from it makes it less personable when you know somebody else both. That's like, imagine if Andre Ward got a gold medal, but then the dude that's supposed to get a silver medal got a gold medal too. Like, it don't make it as special. You know what I'm saying? That's like when I hit 100,000 subs on YouTube, they sent me a silver play button. That's like somebody else at 50,000, 25,000, and then YouTube send them one too. Man, come on, bro. Like, I've been on the channel hustling, got to the 100K, and then you just giving us all boxing channels a silver play button. It don't make it special. I remember when I hit my 100K because it was special because YouTube didn't do no weirdo stuff like that. They said, you hit this milestone, this particular number, and unless you hit this particular number or greater, then you can't have one of them. You know, you're just going to give everybody a award. Man, come on. Prophet said, double-sided sword can't have it both ways. If Spence and Charlo are not good like they say, then their trainer must be the best if he got them both unified. Oh, he just slaughtering you a whole nother way. Yeah, bro. Only in boxing do you see this stuff. Like, either the Lakers win or the opposing team wins. You know, the Golden State Warriors win the finals or the Raptors win. Oh, we gonna give you both trophies. Nah. Like, come on, bro. And this is WBC. Suleiman and Derek James. Why even have this? And listen, Mauricio Suleiman, I don't know if English is his first language or whatever, but he got to work on his comprehension of some of the words, because the award says winners, plural, and it says trainer of the year. How do two people become trainer of the year? How? How do you have a singular award, trainer of the year, but you made two trainers the winners of the award, of the singular award? That doesn't even make sense. That's like saying best album of 2020, best rap album, DaBaby and Meg Thee Stallion. Unless they did a joint album, only one of them should have had the best rap album. You know, you like the best rap album, J. Cole and Tory Lanez. Like, nah, bro, simplify this. See, the WBC is the masters of confusing boxing fans. Franchise belts, and Ryan Garcia got a belt, and Jake Paul, Logan Paul got a belt, Conor got a belt. Like, come on, bro. They're purposely trying to not simplify this, and it's just too confusing for the common fan. After 14 years of mediocrity, the drama show and haggler comparisons, this plumber beater will retire with the best fighter that he's beaten was a blown-up Kell Brook and Danny Jacobs after 14 years. Hey, you going in, bro. That's a great point. Michi. I agree with that. He said Eddie Reynoso really shouldn't even be number 2 for last year. It would be Teofimo's pops. And I agree with that. Like, if we're going to stiff and snub Derek James, I think Teofimo's dad, what he did, block Sean Sandoval. Get him out of here. Rat. Listen, Teofimo's dad, everything he said, his son produced. So he would definitely be the honorable mention. What did Eddie Reynoso do last year? Bro, this shit, I told you, is all corrupt. Told you. So, yeah, they're just adding more confusion. Listen, it's okay to give a black trainer of the year. That doesn't mean a black fighter or a black trainer and a Mexican trainer got to get it. Just give it to one person. See, but the thing is, this is called hedging your bets, people. It's like me doing the 7 reasons, but then I pick both fighters. That's hedging your bet. He knew, the WBC knew if they gave it to Eddie Reynoso, a lot of people would be like, yo, what's good? What's popping? How did he get it? So what they did is the next worst thing, which is basically, oh, y'all both the trainers of the year this year. And the irony of it all is Mauricio Suleiman also tweeted out a picture. So he tweeted out this solo picture. This is Suleiman today, bro. This is Suleiman. And it's a picture of Eddie Reynoso with all these belts for whatever reason. And it says, Canelo team, congratulations to my beloved Eddie Reynoso, coach of the year who crowned 3 champions in 2020. Like, did you send this to Derek James? Like, man, come on, bro. The WBC, y'all need to stop. So you said Derek James and Eddie Reynoso were both trainers of the year. You put Eddie Reynoso on the graphic at the top, put Derek James on the bottom, and then after you sent a solo message saying, hey, my beloved trainer of the year, Eddie Reynoso. Why didn't you do that to Derek James? Man, come on, bro. If this don't look biased, then I don't know what to tell you. I literally don't know what to tell you at this point. Anyway, I'm about to get something to eat. Holla at me. Let me know what you guys think. We got to clean boxing up, bro. We got to clean boxing up. This is not right. It's not fair. It's not a good look. Like I said, it's cool. If whoever wins the dunk contest, give one person the award. That's it. You don't have to give 2 awards and stuff. Like, this is not, something else, like a different cause, like Special Olympics or a kids Pee Wee League where you don't want to crush the kids, so you all got trophies. You all get the pizza party. We all adults here. If Eddie Reynoso, if you feel he got the trainer of the year, give it to him. Derek James should have got it, give it to him. But let them share that by themselves. That's my time. Holla at me. Man, it's going to be a lit year. Just wait. Peace.